welcome to Outstanding. You look great. This is gonna be fire. That's what the kids say these days. This is a competition between some of the best, 12 of the best queers that we've got in the Pacific Northwest. We've put this on with Queer Space Magazine, and we're so thrilled to work with them. This is gonna be a fun adventure of trying to figure out who's the best of the best. So we're gonna have two different ways for you to vote. You're gonna be able to vote here if you're in the live audience, and if you're at home, you're gonna be able to vote once you see this video. We'll explain everything in the comments, so make sure to check that out. But before we get to the comedy and all the fun stuff, let's introduce our sponsors. Yeah, because we got a juicy prize for you. First place is going to take $1,000 home. That's like a third of Seattle rent. Whoa! It's gonna be nice. Second place is gonna take home another handsome $500. Yes. Courtesy of AHF. Everybody give it up. We're so grateful to our sponsors. We've also got the Timber Room to thank for having us out here, for paying all the peoples, for being so goddamn wonderful. Everybody for the Timber Room. Yeah, if you ever come to Seattle, people on the online, come check out events here. They're always going to be queer and they're always going to be cool. So yes, my name is Bobby. Yep, I was raised Mormon. Yep, anybody else abused? Yeah, it's true. If my dad was a slogan for a cereal brand, it would be Kicks are for kids. Oh, I know, not my saddest joke, the internet. No, it's true. And the only mother who hasn't left me is nature, so. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Bobby, are you ever gonna forgive your parents? And I'm like, I don't know. Beats me! It's a silly joke. So I'll tell you about the last time I saw my family. It was last Christmas. So last Christmas, I gobbled up Xanax, and the very next day, I did it again. Yeah, it's true. It was like day 3 on beta blockers. I had established permafrost over my emotion, but they were still like skittering underneath. Like, and I was like, what was that? So either Feelings or Tremors Volume 6. Not sure. A lot of Tremors fans. Ooh, what was that shake? Is it the big one? I don't know. That's true. So I was on Xanax for days, and we were sitting around the dinner table. I was about to leave the next morning, and my mom got this wicked look in her eye. She's drinking her iced herbal tea. She sets it down, and she says, "Do y'all want to get canasty tonight?" Yeah. That's how a Mormon mother instigates a game of canasta, by the way. Yeah. She set it down and she's like, I'm so bad. Yeah, and I turned to my little sister and I was like, I've snorted cocaine off of a man's asshole in a bathhouse. We call that a powdered donut in the gay community. It's true. It's true. Yeah. My mom was like, what was that? I was like, nothing. You're so bad. Nasty. You should be a comic. It's true. But I'm really competitive and I was really tired from that, so I did what a normal person does. You know, I took more drugs. Yeah, added some Adderall to that. Have you ever done that? Have you ever stripped away all of your emotions and then made yourself feel way smarter than everyone else? Yeah. I was looking around the dinner table and I was like, where did I set my empathy? That's true. And it was at this intersection of the two drugs that my dad made a mistake. In front of my little sisters, he said, turn off that whore's music to a Miley Cyrus song. Yeah. And I turned around and I was like, what did you say? He's like, well, she is a whore. And that's when it happened, everybody. I surfaced through the Xanax, through the ice. I was like... It's like a disemboweling motion. I am not going to kick you, by the way. And so I was feeling a little spicy, and so I turned to my dad with this serial killer cocktail in my veins, and I was like, hey, Dad, do you want to know why Mom has to drive to Pocatello an extra hour out of the way tomorrow to take me back to the airport? Well, funny enough, I met another man's son for falafel earlier today, and I'm going to fuck him. Yeah. And my mom just spewed out her iced herbal tea, just all over the cards. It was a canasticer. My little brother started laughing, my little sister started laughing, and then my mom started laughing with like a belly laugh that was just like, you knew she was peeing. Just 100% chance of precipitation. It was raining, okay? And I turned to my dad and I was like, that's right, I win. Without further ado, I have the pleasure of bringing up the next comedian. So everybody, please put your hands together for Chocolate the Entertainer.
Jeez. Would you stop hating yourself and help me with my vagina? A men's guide to what women do in the bathroom. Let us begin. So, as you heard, oh my gosh, I'm Chocolate the Entertainer! And what that means is anybody you know named Chocolate, fuck them. They're not as good as me. And any chocolate people you know, fuck them too. Because diversity is important. Jeez. There's so much to think about. I'm a trans woman. I feel like I have to lay that out there first. It's really important because sometimes people get a little strange or weird about it. They don't know what to do. For example, when I'm in the club, I look a lot like this. I'm getting down, doing my thing. Sometimes people get a little, they get curious. And they come over, girls are like dancing with me. And they're like, oh, this guy's great. This guy's wonderful. And I have to be like, no, Becky, she, me, she, her. And then for some reason they get immediately sad. I don't fucking know why. So I'm just like, Becky, what's wrong? And she's like, well, I thought I was gonna get the D. And I'm just like, no, Becky, wait. I want to give you the D. Becky didn't know. Becky just did not know that she could still get the D from a trans woman. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's good that she's trying, to see me for who I am. Anyways. Because I get weird shit, said to me every so often. Some people are just like, oh, you're so brave. Any trans folks out there hear anything like that? Yeah. It's really weird because I'm just like, wait, did you put a hit out on me or something? It's like, what? Should I be afraid? No. Okay, I understand. Another weird thing I heard, it was like right after Prince had died, like the day after, this old lady said to me while I was in a grocery store line, she was like, wow, you look like the reincarnation of Prince. And I said, so that's how reincarnation works. God was just like, stand back. Everybody move out the way. You, little nigga, take this. It's Prince's time. All right. I mean, I kind of wanted to go, but, I guess, if this is Prince's time, this is Prince's time. Fuck. Other weird shit that I hear. When I'm in a Safeway, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I need to get some condoms because I need to get down and nasty. But I need to get down and nasty in a safe way. Safety is important. And I'm in the condom aisle, and there's so many condoms. You have bear skin condoms where you can feel the bear before it died to get made into the condom. They just, like ribbed and all this extra shit, but they don't have dental dams. And I'm just like, where the fuck are the dental dams? And so I bring a lady over, and I'm just like, where are the dental dams? And she's like, I have no clue what you're talking about. Let me get my coworker. And sure as shit, she looks like somebody who would know where to get the fucking dental dam. And she's just like, yeah, no, you're not gonna get that here. That's not gonna happen. And I'm just like, well, fuck, what do I do? Because has anybody experienced like eating ass before? See, I know you thought I was gonna go there, but I'm gonna go there. Has anybody ever felt the beauty of analingus? Have you ever? It's a wonderful thing. I tell you, when it happened, it was like, you know, my partner had like gone to the A, and then all of a sudden it was just like a wake-up call, and I felt it was like the aura around Jesus in those pictures. That's what I felt. That was what I experienced. Thank you, I'm Chocolate the Entertainer. That's what...
All right, one more big round of applause for Chocolate the Entertainer! And now put even more enthusiasm into welcoming up the next comedian. It is Genevieve Ferrari.
Good. Glad to be here. Y'all ever been so hungover that you just wander around your house from room to room like an old Victorian ghost? Just moaning, just haunting the place. I've been doing that a lot. I'm a responsible drug user. I expected an applause. That's fine. I'm a very responsible drug user, though. I'm proud of that. I know this because last weekend I only took half of my anxiety medication so that I could roll on Molly. Thank you. That's very responsible. I also spent 5 hours researching the side effects of Molly, so clearly I should have taken all of my anxiety medication. I needed it. I came out to my mom in order to win an argument because I'm bi and petty. Oh, so very petty. I'm a very petty person. I had my aura read in an art walk. Anybody know what that is? I didn't. It's where they read the colors kind of around that float around your body. And this guy said that I had the aura of someone that didn't take criticism well. Yeah. And I still remember that critical little bitch 10 years later. You should have read my aura as petty. I'm a very, very petty person. I don't know. I found out because I watched somebody I hate fail, and I could not stop smiling. The last time I smiled that hard, it was because I had fallen in love, and this was so much better. I still think about it, and I feel a little high. It was magical. Are you guys ready to go weird places with me tonight? Yeah. Let's get intimate. Anybody here ever had a herpes scare? It's okay. It's okay. Y'all are liars. I've had a herpes scare before. Yeah. I got herpes and it was scary. Where are my herpes people at? Can I get a woo? Okay, yeah. The rest of you, 1 and 3, you are liars if you didn't woo. It's very common. It's very common. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. If you say it 3 times, you start to believe it. It's also what I tell all of my sexual partners. It's not a big deal. It's fine. It's very common, though. A lot of people have it. Some people don't know that they have it. They're the silent carriers. They go along, living their lives, magic and free. Fuck those people. I knew right away. Because my vagina looked like the Eye of Sauron. Ha! That's the noise I made when I saw. It was very scary. Very scary. It's hard to make it sexy, but don't worry, herpes doesn't count if you're hot. So I've been doing just fine. You can make it sexy. You can make herpes sexy in Spanish. Hear me out. I have herpes. Tengo herpes. Herpes, what is that? I want some of that right now. Some people find it to be kind of gross. It's okay. People aren't comfortable about it. Just know this, one time I plucked out a chin hair that was longer than my nipple hair. So there are grosser things about me than having herpes. There are much grosser things about me having herpes. I had scabies and ringworm when I was a kid. Okay? I'm like a junkyard dog that wouldn't die. Herpes was like the natural step in the final evolution. When I found out, though, I called my mom. Now, I don't just talk to my mom about my vagina. She's a nurse. So I called her up and I said, Mom, I think I have herpes. And she said, well, Genevieve, at least you're not pregnant. You didn't get rid of a baby, Mom! Hear me out. You can't leave herpes at the fire station. Mm-mm. Or, in front of Notre Dame like Quasimodo, or pop that bad boy in a little reed basket and shoot it down the Nile like Moses. Mm-mm. Oh, man. I would love it if herpes was a baby. Damn. I would be the deadbeat dad of herpes. I would just go out for a pack of cigarettes and I would never come home. Some people don't like the ends of that joke. But I think it's just because you're all beings of empathy. And you're just imagining my poor little herpy sitting on the steps. One tear just rolling down that open sore. All right, my name's Genevieve Ferrari.
Oh my God! One more time for Genevieve Ferrari. Oh my God! And again, thank you to Queer Space for putting this on. And everybody, make sure to vote. You're gonna be seeing that in the comments. Woo!